All right, I think we're back. Stream is still up, miraculously. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for the break time. Cup of coffee, and am refreshed. So we've got to decide if we want to try and make the hike up into Zora's domain, past a lot of electricity wielding critters, or do we want to hit up some shrines and towers maybe before that? What do you think? We only have one electric resist buff.
I am the very
Prince gave us.
model of a scientist,
It's Solarian. I've studied species Turian, Asarian, Bacterian. I'm quite good at genetics as a subset of biology because I am an expert, which I know is a tautology. My xenoscience studies range from urban to agrarian. I am the very model of a scientist Solarian.
Proud to be here, Shepard.
Yeah,
Thank you for
I
including me.
left that one in there. I left that special one in there. C-Star, thank you. Thank you. That's an incredibly generous tip. Thank you so much. See if there's a message to go with that. Can we get some love in chat for C-Star? That was huge. Thank you. Just happy to see you happy with Zelda. For many more fun hours on the journey towards longer streams. J-Love, right back at ya. Yeah, I was thinking about it, but I didn't have a good substitute. And I'd have to learn to sing something else, and I can't sing. Thank you so much, C-Star. You are awesome. That is fantastic. I'm glad you're happy to see me happy. I like being happy. This game puts me in a happy place. Hey there, Willow. Jay the Mighty, the Amazing, the Augmented. You are correct. I am those things. Welcome, Willow. And anyone else who just got here. We are still playing Zelda. We will be playing Zelda for a while, and if we are going to take the hike up towards up into Zora Domain, it's going to get interesting. Let's do it. Let's do it right now. Got to save here. Thank you, Willow. Happy 420 to you as well. Anybody who might be celebrating that. Let's save that one electric buff. I think we might run into a cook pot or two along this path, and if we do run into a cook pot, what can we do with that? We've got a couple hardy items. A hardy bass by itself will make a full heal plus some hearts. Big hardy radish will make for a full heal plus a few extra hearts. We have 2 electric key swings, so we could make another electric resist elixir while we're on our way. So keep an eye out for a cook pot. If you see me going by one somehow, shout at me. Oh, that's nice. I bet it's really nice to have a break from doctor's appointments, Willow. Is it the first one in a while, or you haven't had any? Look at all those frogs in the water. I'm not going to go after them. You can see there's a Lizalfos swimming out there in the water. And you cannot outswim them. If you're in the water and one of them are in the water with you, you're in trouble. They will start spitting at you and you will just get hit repeatedly. No, Crash. That's actually a really good idea. Although, I know where there is a Traveler's Sword that I did not pull out of the water in Kakariko Village. So I'll be able to get that. There is a side quest where a kid wants you to show him the real deal weapons. Got a few favorites in mind. He starts with some simpler ones and he gets to some pretty fancy ones. His grandpa gave him a bunch of gems and told him, only give this out if they show you the real deal. Only give this up for the real deal. Alright, let's call Wolflink. I think Wolflink's going to get killed really quickly up here, though, and we're going to lose him till tomorrow. If for no other reason than electricity everywhere. We'll try and keep Wolflink alive. have, anyways. Let's finish this Traveler's Claymore, which is gonna break. You throw your weapon, and it might be worth throwing them when they're about to break. They'll do double damage. In fact, this sledgehammer is about to break too. So why not? Since we have slots for another weapon, let's see what Smash Brothers Ganon is going to give us. Well, cheers. I hope your baking goes well today, Willow. Monkey bread sounds like it's one of your favorite things. Seem to make monkey bread every few days. 38 damage Claymore. That is not bad. Certainly not the best that it can give out, but that is not bad. Get Wolflink far away from those barrels. Revali, I will try to remember to take pictures of things that I haven't already, but I'm really bad at remembering to take pictures unless it's something I know I'm looking for. Zap Shroom tends to show up in the rain. Can be cooked for electric resistance. I'll risk going for those drops and a couple carp. But with the Lizalfos in the water, really don't want to get I don't want to get wrecked by him. A fair amount of current in that water. It's already it's drifting away from me. I'm not going to go after those Octorok balloons. A loose rock around here. Frog under it, but it may not be part of any Korok puzzle. So even though we can't climb much in the rain, and we can't take any major shortcuts, we can kind of take some minor shortcuts and avoid a couple little traps along the path. Spotted anyways, but Wolflink is going to get us spotted all the time. Mankey, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. Did I say your name incorrectly? Feel free to correct me. If I did, please set me straight. Is that the Traveler's Sword you were thinking about? Along this path, closer to the top, but along this path, there is also, when we get to this point in the path, and this is for later in the game, most weapons cannot be repaired. There are certain special weapons that can be replaced with the right materials, and they often require a prerequisite weapon. Just in case anyone's trying to remake the, what's the name of the spear? The lightning scale? Something scale spear. There is a Zora's spear that respawns on a weapon rack in that spot. In case you're looking for a Zora's spear. Shit. Alright, all that's gonna get nothing. Great spot for a bomb. Apples. Don't need to go chasing apples. Wolflink went and chased the apples. If he does not have full health, he will eat anything that he can off the ground. Alright. Come on, Wolfie. Get out of there. No, do not stay. Oh, he's stuck. He'll warp to our location if he gets stuck, so that's okay. Alright, why am I staying here? No good reason. I'm not going to take that Traveler's Sword, just kind of noting where it is. If we need to come back to it, be there. All I managed to do, did I even... Thought I hit Wolflink instead of the Lizalfos, and I might have. Now he looks like he's got full health. Tireless frog. Type of frog. So there's a good chance that if I blow this rock up, that I will lose the minerals that come out. They'll just end up in the water. I could use one of my weapons to break it. Bone or wood weapons, not good for breaking rocks. It wouldn't do too much damage to this claymore, but that's my best weapon right now. I sure don't want to waste that. Something like this giant boomerang should work all right. All I got was rock salt. Yes. And into the water. 29 more stacks of wood to go. We do need 30 stacks and 3,000 rupees for that house. How many am I carrying? 9. Need 21 more stacks of wood. We could start working on that, and we don't have to do it all at once. We could break up some of the trees we're passing by and just get the wood. Get it now, thinking about it. Your square and round bombs have separate timers, so before you upgrade them... oh, shit! Yeah, that happened. Watch the timber! Rock eyeball. There are so many different monster parts. Generally, if you use a critter and a monster part, you make an elixir. And the rarer, more valuable monster parts will make slightly better... I just lost that rupee, didn't I? Oh, my consolation prize is these fish. Am I only gonna get... Well, lots of fish. Even if I have to climb out, I think it's worth going after those. Mighty fish are always worth it. I'm going in again. What's that? Octorok, balloon, and 2 Hyrule bass. Don't really need those, but... good enough for now. This bow's not quite broken. Let's... finish it up. Much better. Link does not open. Link does not drowned. Still get to keep what I got. You lose 1 heart, get put back on the shore. Link doesn't always turn very well when he's swimming. It can be tricky to reorient him. You don't even have to kill fish to catch them. If you're close enough to them in the water, you can just grab them. But they will try to swim away from you, often. What do you think's with these big boulders around? Think there's a Korok puzzle somewhere here? Maybe get one of those big boulders into a socket somewhere? About those boxes in the water. That's a little awkward. Maybe they came rolling down the hill from somewhere else already. Sidon. Hey, Link. Sorry for calling out to you from the river. Since I pressured you into coming, I was not sure you'd really come through. I'm pleased things are going well. Ever since this strange occurrence, there have been a lot of monsters around here. Please be careful. And hurry! All of my fellow Zora are anxiously awaiting your arrival. Yeah, it does look like they're there for some reason, but I can't see anything that they go with. There are a lot of rocks around. Just rocks. Be nice if we could climb here, but I'm not sure it's a good place to try. Okay, that is not close enough to the log, and it is way too close to Wolflink. They look like they've all rolled down the hill. All right, Rango, you've been lurking for a while, but you gotta go. Loving the game and the stream. Thank you for saying so. Rango, have a good one. Catch you tomorrow. We'll be streaming tomorrow and Saturday. That is the plan. I hope to see you then. Not yet, Rango. Not yet. But we are way overdue for some new emotes. The last couple I tried to submit, an oops and a sad, they were rejected for not being high enough definition. Even though they weren't clear enough, as if they were blurry or something. Is my face blurry? I thought they were pretty clear. Come on, Link. Can't you stand there? You can stand there. Opal, sapphire, worth it. Some boulders. Let's get off the path for a second. I might be able to do. See if this does work or doesn't work. Be able to run along the side here a bit. No, it would work if I started with a full bit of stamina. Slide, move over this way, jump and slide, and so close. Yeah, there we go. Up. Hey, Prestige, what's happening? Why can't this guy just talk? What are you talking about? Off my wolf. A nice stash of arrows that guy had. Well, fortunately, that's not the case, Prestige. I should have told Wolfie to sit still. Gonna raise some hell here. Got one chasing me with a flaming weapon! Ow. That was painful. Glad I saved a minute or so ago. Though the autosaves are pretty good too. Damn. Okay, it wasn't... Oh, well. We know there's one guy up around this corner then, huh? That's a bit of a bummer. I thought I had saved after climbing up there. Let's take him head on. Since Wolfling didn't die, it was me who died, we can bring him back. Yeah, Zelda games have never had, there's almost no voice acting in any of them ever. So this game has only a little bit of voice acting. That guy still dropped a bunch of arrows. Wolflink, you stay. See if I can't sneak up on that. Oh, this guy too. So much for sneaking up on anyone. You'd say there's quite a... For a Zelda game, there's quite a bit, but it's really only in cutscenes with major characters. You may not know who hit him. He looks kind of confused. I don't think he knows who hit him. I don't really think it needed the voice acting. I've gotten so used to Zelda games being voiceless. I like the little charming chatter, the things that sound like speech that aren't quite. Hardy truffle. Could have grabbed a picture of that. That one would have been useful. There are a lot of those around. We could still drop it on the ground and take a picture of it. No, I thought the voice acting in this was not quite good enough. It seemed a little out of place. I like Zelda. Her voice actor is good. Claymore, yes please. Sneak up on this guy. I certainly could have done without it. Games like Fallout 4, I thought the voice acting, like at least the protagonist having voice acting was... Shit, so much for a sneak attack. Death from above. Or Wolflink gets taken apart. Let's see what we can do. I don't know where it went, but that giant boomerang did a number on him. There it is. I guess what I'm saying about the voice acting is that I prefer unvoiced protagonists most of the time. You've got something like Geralt in The Witcher. He is a character that is already defined, and to give him a voice works a lot better than to take an undefined character, you the player make your own character, and but then give them a singular voice. It doesn't always work as well. I find it very distracting at times. Now Link is also a predefined character. Maybe they could give Link a voice, but I'm glad they didn't. Just as a good voice can add something to a character when it's a proper fit, really takes something away for me when it's not. And in Fallout 4, as an example again, since they had to voice the protagonist, male and female, it put a lot of pressure on them to limit dialogue choices, because if it branched too many times, they would have to keep recording more and more and more dialogue that you might say. I'm rambling, but I think it was more harmful than helpful. That flint is hopefully close enough to the fire. Oh, Wolflink is a little bit dangerously close to where I'm going to be swinging that weapon. See if we can light this cook pot. Well, all I managed to do was lose a flint. That's close enough? Yeah, alright. The flint to light the cook pot. Just that, Rivali. If you give a main character a voice, people can't put themselves in their place. So in the case of someone like Geralt, you're going into his shoes. You're not taking over the character. So it works, I think, in that case. All right, I'm not thinking. I'm not multi-threading very well here. Let's see. What do we have here? With 4 carp and some rice, 4 fish and a rice, we should get a 3rd tier damage buff. Four minutes, 20 seconds. 420 for 420. A lot of hearts healed too. I don't have that many hearts, but that's one of my favorite staple recipes 4 mighty anything and some rice. Or if you have a lot of mighty bananas, just 5 mighty bananas. Hey there, Eva. Queen Eva. Welcome, welcome. We need electric resist for this trip. Now, if you try and combine 2 different buffs, like stamina fish and an electric resist fish, you'll end up with dubious food. You will not get both buffs. You will not even get one of the buffs. You can't mix those very effectively. What do we have that offers lightning protection? We've got Voltfin Trout. That's something else. We have electric key swings. That's what we have. Electric key swings. Now, one thing, I'm going to go ahead and make a safety save. This new playthrough prestige, just, I don't know, 10, 15 hours in this playthrough, but I have over 175 hours in my first playthrough that I finished a week ago. What I want to experiment with is combining 2 different types of food items that have the same buff type, because I think you can do that without it turning into dubious food. So if we take a Zap Shroom, which has electric resist, and we take 2 Voltfin Trout, fish and mushrooms, and the electric key swing. Let's just try this. If it turns into dubious food, since I'm so low on materials, I might reload that save. This is an experiment in cooking that I've not tried before. We've got, yeah, dubious food incoming. If I wasn't in such need of electric resist here, I wouldn't cheese that save, but I'm going to do exactly that so we can cook something usable. Yeah, you don't want to mix a monster part in with regular food. You want to mix a monster part with a critter. Frog or butterfly or dragonfly or lizard or something like that. But we're not going to get a very powerful electric resist if we just use a single mushroom. I'm going to sort of repeat that test, but without the key swing. Let's just try mushrooms, fish, and the rice is harmless in here. Oh no, we lost our fire. We lost our fire. That's not good. Not good at all. I might have one more piece of flint to start the fire again, but I didn't realize loading the save was going to kill the fire. Two different buffs shouldn't make dubious food, but you get no buffs. Could be. Yeah, Rivali, there you go. Keese was a monster part. Keyswing was a monster part. Yeah, wasn't thinking clearly about that. Last flint. Should be able to combine that. Rice will only add hearts to it and change maybe the description of the food product that results. Not actually going to enhance the buff in any way. Let's just try that. See what happens here. That was way better than I expected. Electrofish and mushroom skewer. Hey, take note. Full 3rd tier electric resist. I like that. Simple dish made by cooking skewered fresh fish alongside fragrant mushrooms. That's way better than I was expecting. Here's another neat thing you can do. If you forget what you made something with, you can go ahead and find it under foods, select it, and you can always see the recipe, the specific recipe that you used to make it. 2 Voltfin Trout, 1 Zap Shroom. It's a pretty kick-ass little buff. Again, that's one of my favorite recipes for Mighty Carp or Mighty Porgy if you have those. Um, heck yeah. All right, we still got our cook pot. What else can we do while I'm here thinking about it? Cooking up stacks of 5 meat just to sell for rupees. I will usually not cook with meat for stuff I'm actually going to use. I will just cook stacks of meat into skewers and sell them. Let's cook these 2 at a time. If we decide to climb some cliff face in the rain here, we can replenish our stamina a few times on the way up. That is not much. Damn. What did we cook the other day that I overshot it by so much? We're getting 2-3 wheels. What are they trying to cook then? Maybe the bass? Like cooking Staminoka bass? 2 Staminoka bass. Yeah, 2.5. So that's more than I need. We can cook those Staminoka bass 1 at a time if we just need to refill a single wheel of stamina. Or stamella shrooms. 1 full wheel. Okay, so the stamella shrooms are much weaker than the Staminoka bass. Hardy items, good to cook by themselves. You cook a hardy truffle by itself, or a hardy radish, or a big hardy radish, or a hardy bass. Any of those by themselves will be a full heal plus bonus hearts. Although if you really want to, you can stack those items. Take a few hardy radishes, cook them together. It'll be a full heal plus a whole bunch of extra hearts. That's a good way to beef yourself up early game before you have enough heart containers. Like this hardy bass by itself. Two extra hearts on top of a full recovery. Drop this radish on the ground so I can take a picture of it. That is not the camera. Did I already take a picture of a big hardy radish? Okay. This should have 4 or 5 extra hearts from a single big hardy radish. Daisy! Welcome, Daisy. How you doing? You have to mix things to find out what they're going to be, Prestige. There are so many combinations. There are actually a lot of recipe books around the land, so you can find a couple recipes here and a couple there. NPCs will share some recipes with you. But, no, there's tons of possibilities. It'll be hard to write them all down. I'm pretty good, Daisy. Glad it's Thursday. But it'll be cutting loose for the weekend soon enough. Mighty Carp. Let's make a couple more of those since I can. 4 Mighty Carp, 1 rice. Now if I save those to cook during the blood moon, that might be a good idea if I have enough for now. Soon as I see the blood moon rising, fast travel to somewhere where there's a cook pot, and then cook up all your favorite recipes during the blood moon, and you'll get a critical success every time. That might mean it heals more hearts, but it could also extend that time. That 420 damage buff could be a 9-minute damage buff if I get a critical success. Sure like that. Stealth. I don't know that we need anything else here. We just need some basic heals in case I keep getting beat up in combat. So let me take these Hyrule Bass do 1 heart by themselves. Cooked, they would be 2. I've only got 4. So let's go ahead and cook these 2 at a time, and they should be full heals for my wimpy little Link. Plain old fish skewer. So, anything else? Do we want to make some elixirs while I'm thinking about it? What can we combine? Critters with monster parts. So, yeah, Raval, you seem to be a bit tuned into that. Since Keese wings are monster parts, but most monster parts, like these horns, guts, fangs, talons, most monster parts don't have a buff property to them. You combine them with a critter that has the buff property. So what's the deal with the electric Keese wings? They're kind of an exception to that, aren't they? I mean, there are also ice Keese wings, I know that. But most monster parts don't have buffs. You would combine something else, like this Rhino Beetle, attack power, stealth, stamina recovery elixir. Keese parts and insects together will make elixirs. But since you can't combine 2 buff properties, what if you take an electric Keese wing? Would you need to pair it with sort of electric resist critter? Yeah, most monsters aren't element based. Oh well, we'll come back to that later. How about a speed boosting elixir? Let's do that. Let's combine hightail lizards. Although I think at some point we're going to have gear upgrades that ask for hightail lizards. Moblin stuff should be more powerful than the Bokoblin stuff. Dropped a chunk again. 4 hightail lizards and 1 moblin horn talon. That was much worse than I expected. I was hoping for at least a 2nd tier. Yeah, refresh. Try refreshing. It is up. If it actually dropped for a minute there. Most unfortunate. Try 4 rushrooms and some rice. Boy, what makes for a better hasty buff? I'm gonna go ahead and drop a save. We'll call that done for cooking for now. We've got a few damage buffs. We've got some cold weather buffs. We've got a couple weak speed buffs. We've got a couple good electric resist. And a good chunk of heals. Ha! Ah, Kuwabara. Entrobot knows we're in the lightning area, doesn't he? Just take one of those wimpy speed buffs. Figured it. A headshot might get him, but two-hand weapon is slow. It keeps turning me the wrong way. He's gonna despawn before I get him. Let's just let him go. I don't want to start wasting arrows. Yeah, those boars are a little tougher than some others. Well, Sea Star, since you taught me that I can actually use a fire arrow to destroy thorns, well, I didn't figure out you can do that anytime sooner. But I consider that invaluable. There's a chest hiding in there. Throwing spear is not worth taking. Alright, we'll just leave that where it is. Couldn't take down the boar, so instead we've got to kill Bambi's mom. And we get a Korok puzzle. No worries, Prestige. Rivali, you only found out about thorns burning after some lightning struck. I hope we do get a lightning storm. I'll even leave some Metal Gear equipped just to show you how hectic that can be, being chased by the lightning. It is possible that I could float across to that side, catch the rock here, and by consuming a couple stamina buffs, I might be able to make it to that ledge. That'd be a pretty substantial shortcut. Otherwise, we have to go around, come up this way. Let's try it. Saving in case I use all my stamina refills and it doesn't work. Don't really want to waste them all. Oh, this is much better. We're getting plenty of air. Wasn't really expecting that. Slide a little. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump and up with that last little bit. Score. Tempting to try and climb up here too, in the rain. Let's see. But I already lost some. It's not so good. Slide. 2, 3, 4. Jump. Nope. I don't know if you saw Link actually. He didn't just lose his stamina and fall, but he also caught his footing. At least partly. I'm gonna go ahead and take a stamina refill. I can grab the cliff face again. Slide. Climb about 4 handholds and jump. Gochu monster. Yep, we're headed to Zora's. Do the same thing here. Didn't start very well. Slide. 2, 3, 4. Jump. Nope. Try that again straight. Or jump, slide. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump, slide, and up. Yeah. Frogs. That crab. Hardy lizard. Hiding under a rock. Heck yeah. We're really off the path now. I gotta get back over that way. Since we're making good progress climbing, I say let's keep climbing. This this little flower on the wall here is a swift violet. For me, that was the single hardest item to find enough of when I needed it for upgrades, gear upgrades. They really only appear on cliff faces, although they appear on cliff faces in a couple different areas of the game. Part of this rock may actually be dry. Not the part I'm on right now, but... What gear needs Swift Violet? I think it is for the fourth... It's either for the third or fourth tier of the climbing gear. Pretty sure it's for the third or fourth star on your climbing set. I don't trust the autosaves right now, since we're off the path and making pretty good progress that way. I really don't want to lose it. Prestige, just think about that sweet summer coming up when you get things all done. Let it fuel you. Yeah, I just as soon skip some of these battles. Although more of the rare items you need for higher tier gear upgrades, a lot of the tails from these different types of Lizalfos, you'll need red ones and yellow ones, and quite a lot of different stuff. Elite Lotus Seeds. Or speed buff stuff. Alright, we're not climbing up that cliff face. We're not going to be able to, so we're going to have to get by these guys over here. He's going to see me before I can get back to cover. And he's going to use his horn, and he's going to call his buddies. Oh, my buddy. Should call Wolflink back out. That was really risky to pull the trigger on that so soon. I'm lucky I sent him flying over the cliff. Yes! Nice. We didn't get to see him go flying, but if you were paying attention, you probably know he went flying over the cliff there. Bow am I using? 14 damage bow. I didn't even spot those. Could have sent everyone flying. Those explosive barrels have a really big radius. Really big radius. Keep that in mind if and when you blow them up. Serpentine! Serpentine! Yeah, it does kind of work. A lot of room to avoid arrow fire. Spitting arrows, or spitting creatures, and Octoroks. Did that only blow one of them up? bombs took out some of these spiky barricades too. Realized they could. Yeah, if you blow up a container that has stuff inside it that would be affected by the bomb, it will be. If you burn a container, whatever's inside will be cooked or just catch fire. So those are those luminous stones. They look like any other black stones during the day, but at night they will glow. And I might send the... Watch out, Fox. See, the luminous stones went right off the cliff on the other side. So it's good to carry something like a sledgehammer. Now, those stones are not lost. They are down beneath. If I don't mind backtracking, I could go get those right now. But I do mind backtracking. There's really plenty of luminous stones all over the map. Prestige, I only have little bits of the map uncovered right now, so I can't quite show you, but here's what we're doing. We're trying to make our way along this path towards Zora Domain, surrounded by lots of cliffs. Zora's Domain is about this size. This is 4 different sections of the map here. The starter area is this plateau. It's truly massive. It's truly massive. There are 12 different areas, with that starting area being the smallest. Zora's Domain is about an average size. It is huge. It is huge, and because you can climb any surface in the game, weather notwithstanding, stamina required, it's all very real. This absurdly large cliff, if you had enough stamina buffs, you could climb straight up that sucker all the way to the top. None of it is just for show. All of these cliffs can be traversed. And the designers have done an incredible job of populating the world, whether it's treasure chests, collectibles, plant, animal stuff that you need to get. There's over 100 shrines in the game. I think there's about 120 shrines in the game. Those are the mini dungeons. They are well hidden in some cases. I look forward to when we have enough gear and we get into some of the snowy mountains. I've spent days of playtime just wandering in the snowfields. There's a lot of treasure hidden out there. There's blocks of ice, which you have to melt to get to what's inside. It could be an enemy, a weapon, a treasure chest, a Korok, nothing. And you have to bring fire nearby, of course, to melt the ice, just because that makes sense, right? Well, you could shoot fire arrows at it, but you'd be wasting your fire arrows. You could build a little campfire next to it with some wood and some flint, and that'll melt it. But what's very cool, and I don't have a weapon to demonstrate with, nor do we have any ice blocks, if you have a fire-infused weapon, you can simply equip it and then stand next to the ice block, and the ice block will start to sweat. And you can zoom in on it and watch it pixel by pixel as the ice block sweats and shrinks and sweats and shrinks until it shatters and reveals what's inside. Now the weather systems and temperature, they're just handled so well in this game. You go too close to Death Mountain without the right gear and you will spontaneously combust. And your wood or bone weapons will catch fire. That's what we're heading towards. We're almost there. We're not that far. A map here before I open my big mouth again. We still have a ways to go. I don't know how much of a shortcut we can take because this bridge is all elevated. If we tried to paraglide down to any of these rocks in Ruto Lake, we're going to be way below where we need to be and not able to climb back up. Yeah, Prestige, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what Nintendo will do, but I'm quite fond of the art style here. Takes a little getting used to. But it's sort of like a painted canvas. Like an oil painting or something with pastels. Hey, Link! Look below! Down here! You're still pretty far off, my friend. But I was sure you'd be passing over this bridge, so I've been waiting for you. You'll be in Zora's domain before you know it. In fact, I'm gonna head that way too. Whoa, Link! Beware, warrior! A monster approaches from behind you. That's really mean. That was just really mean of them. What should I do with him here? What the hell did I do? I tossed my boomerang. I dropped it off the side. I'm not quite sure how I managed that, but I think that falls under epic fail. I can pick up that arrow I dropped. Take his club. Yeah, this area has rain until you've solved the divine beast here. Man, I dropped my boomerang down there somewhere. Oh well, I'm terrible with boomerangs anyways. Well, Sea Star bombs, since they replenish, they are really versatile for stunning enemies, sending them flying if they're small enough. You can save your weapons so much durability by creatively using bombs. That's a regular hardy radish. Maybe it's a big one. Hardy radish. And we've got a picture of a big hardy radish. Guess we have both. Yeah, just wait until we get a lightning storm. I think because this is meant to be a challenge in the rain, we probably won't see a lightning storm in this area.
Yep.
Could be wrong, though. I know, no one wants me to kill Bambi's mom. I need that sweet meat. 5 raw prime meat cooked on a skewer will sell for about 290 rupees. And 5 gourmet will be 490 or so. Hey, Godwolf. Hey, yo. Welcome, welcome. A whiz robe. Up here. Yeah, there's a whiz robe. What would an electric whiz robe be weak to? A fire one's weak to ice, and an ice one is weak to fire. Is an electric whiz robe weak to anything? I don't have much time to think about it, nor do I have a lot of special arrows. Bombs? Yeah, maybe. Let's see where he ends up. Shit. Got pretty damn lucky there on the timing. If he had hit me with that first electric ball, I would have dropped my sword and or shield, and it just would have gotten messy. I could barely hit him. Link was... He's right here, and Link was kind of swinging right beneath him. But that worked out. I got his electric rod. Yeah, Godwolf, it's been a while. Hey, there's another Traveler's Sword, just in case anyone is doing that quest, the Weapon Connoisseur quest. There's a Zora's Spear there, Traveler's Sword there, and it looks like there's another one here. But, Godwolf, I'm doing well, Just trying to get back up to speed with the stream, which is still going to take a while. We're just doing 4-hour streams now, and they seem kind of wimpy to me. I mean, there's not enough time. You spend 4 hours, and it feels like I'm just getting into things on that 3rd, 4th hour. When we wrap up in about an hour here today, I'm gonna be frustrated that we couldn't do more. But until they've healed a little more, we're gonna have to take it slow. Forked Lyzel spear. It's actually a nice spear. I wouldn't mind taking that with. I don't know if I'll really use this lightning rod. It's cool and all. Here, I'll show you what it does. But it doesn't last that long. You can send balls of lightning flying, and it'll charge back up after a few seconds. Once its power runs out, it's not a good melee weapon. You have to aim those balls of lightning. At best, you're going to stun something, get it to drop its weapon. Picks. Keep reminding me. You can keep reminding me about things that I need to take pictures of. Hot Wheels? Is Hot Wheels in there? Oh, your bright green name almost disappears on this screen. What's up, Hot Wheels? Good to see you. You're doing well? Great to see you. Right back at you. Glad to hear you're doing well. It's always good to see you. Forked Lyzel spear. I think I saw, Hot Wheels, I think I saw from some of your retweets over the past few weeks, you've been watching people play Zelda? Seemed like you were getting into some Zelda streams. I really like spears. As long as they do enough damage, spears are great. Another cook pot we could light if I had extra flint, if we needed to do more cooking. Bomb these boxes open. Hopefully in the next week or two, Godwolf, I'll get the streams back up to 5 hours, and after that, eventually get them back to a regular 6 hours. I think I'll feel much better about that. I have plenty of time to sink into something each day. Yeah, the Master Sword. So we haven't... So near the beginning of the game, I hadn't even mentioned it yet. But the Master Sword, because it does recharge after it breaks, I will use the Master Sword a lot of times to break rocks. Which seems like such a waste, but since it never really breaks and then recharges, it seems worth it. We've skipped a lot of the path. We haven't really seen many of these. Might be the first one we've seen, these stone records. Zora history. History of the Zora. Addendum 1. King Dorephan stands his ground. Around 100 years after King Dorephan ascended to the throne, a stray guardian crossed upland Zorana into our domain. The guardian seemed unstoppable. Our best soldiers' spears barely left a scratch on its metal hull. It was then that our King Dorephan, without a thought for his own safety, came out to face the guardian himself. With supernatural strength, he lifted the guardian and hurled it into a ravine. The impact of the fall left the guardian in pieces, and it was never to trouble another Zora ever again. The citizens celebrated the king's valor. From then on, their trust and respect for him grew beyond compare. You can still see the scar he earned that day on his forehead, a token of his triumph. So, yes, I should take pictures of even things that I would never pick up, like a 2 defense shield. But why not? Why not take pictures of them anyways? And then they're done. An old wooden shield. The history stone, did you collect them all in your playthrough? Not at first, but there is a side quest in the Zora domain where you will be asked to go visit each of them. And it turns out the guy who gives you that quest can also be very helpful in finding the remaining ones. Because they are kind of scattered. What he will do is he will tell you that he remembers approximately where one of them is. Come on. Shit. I knew that was too high up. I was hoping it would come down. So he won't tell you at first how many you've missed. But if you press him, he'll tell you where one is, and then he'll tell you how many you haven't found yet. So if you go find the one that he talks about and come back to him again, he'll tell you about another one and remind you how many you have left. So yes, it is a pain to find some of them, but he can basically tell you where they are, all of them, one at a time. Definitely want to do some fast traveling if you're gonna keep popping back. Check with him. Having the Divine Beast fast travel position made it really easy. That is the highest one, isn't it? You can float down on just about anything. Speaking of... Death Mountain off in the distance. Moblin, we just flew right by. The best view you're gonna get of the giant fish. Oh, can you? Sea Star? Maybe I never tried. You can keep pressing him, you don't have to leave and come back after finding one. That's good to know. We made it. Whoa! I've been waiting for you, Link. Welcome. Behold the pride of my people, Zora's domain. Now I shall introduce you to the king. Hurry, this way. Did that work out, Rivali? Landing on the outer wall? Did it trigger the cutscene there, or...? Huh? What is it? Master Link! Is it truly you, the Hylian champion? It's me, Riven! We used to swim together when I was but a child. Let's pretend I remember. Well, has been 100 years since then, and now I'm over 130 years old. I must say, you've aged well for a Hylian. Unbelievably well. Now that I think about it, shouldn't you be dead? Sorry, that may be too personal a question. Father, we're on guard duty right now. Oh, right. Sorry. The leader of the pack, Baz. The heroine, Gaddison. And my father, Trello. They have all aged quite a bit, I'm afraid, but they are all doing well. Oh, but Master Link, you probably shouldn't speak to the elderly. What? Oops, sorry for keeping you too long. You have business in the throne room, right? Please proceed there at your earliest convenience. Mifa, you prefer how this this whole city looks in the rain. It is kind of fitting for Zora's domain. I don't mind it at all once it stops raining. Looks like Father was rather excited to speak with you. Oh, well. Hylian, eh? I believe this is our first meeting, yes? My name is Dunma. You're a bright one, Link. You're female, right?
Huh?
Aye, how observant you are. Is there a problem? Think so. How old are you? That is not an appropriate question to ask a lady you've just met. Let's just say I'm less than 100 years old. Can't you tell? So much less formal than the elders, aren't I? At any rate, right now Zora's domain is looking for a Hylian warrior. For detailed information, please go speak with King Dorephan in the back. Stop briefly to talk with this guy.
Oh.
Oi, Hylian! You must be exhausted from your long journey. Oh, and as for me, I'm called Lido. But enough about me. Could I possibly ask you to go and meet with the king? He's in the throne room. Please, go ahead. Guess we'll talk to Lido afterwards. But what Lido, I'll mention it now since we're here, and I'll probably forget to mention it again later. He will take luminous stones, 10 of them, and trade them for a diamond. And the diamonds, which you can get other ways, diamonds will be useful for replacing a small number of special weapons, which can be replaced once they break. And, well, we'll come back to that. Let's unlock the shrine right away. So we can get back here quickly. Also, just because it's a static weapon drop, there's a two-handed silver longsword here. Leave that for now. There's also a silver sword and a shield and something else on one of the bridges out there. And those are static. I think they respawn eventually, like other things that are sort of on display, a weapon rack that might be sitting somewhere. A lot of weapons in the environment will respawn periodically. One place to remember. This shrine should be 4 orbs. This isn't the golf shrine, is it? Piqued my interest. Shrine should be 4 orbs. Can't remember what it is. Oh, it will make your count 4. That's so? Pushing power. Alright, well, we're gonna need to get that ball up past the chest there into that bowl. You're right. Carrying 3 right now. That's awesome. Alright, let's see what we can do. See how these things stack up. That might do for now. That's not in a very good place, is it? Oh well, we'll use it differently then. to that chest while I'm thinking about it. Man, I'm gonna mark this one, Zora's Spear. Later, if we need to get the light scale trident repaired and we need a Zora Spear for it, there's one in here. We really should be able to climb that, but oh well. Notice how the balls don't keep dropping, because they only respawn after they've fallen off. And they're all bunched up down there now. Be able to work with that. Holy shit, I didn't expect that to make it all the way up there. Really? That's not quite gonna do what we want. Did it fall off? Respawn up here, huh? Yep. It's kind of unexpected. That might send it going off in a different direction. Hey, nope. Push it, don't push it. Okay, what do we need to do now? I want to break that, then catch it in stasis, and then knock it that way gently. So the first thing we're gonna have to do is break this. What weapon am I gonna hit it with? Oblin club. Not good, those others are in the way, and they're knocking it too. Oh shit! Look at all that force. No, 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 no! This might be salvageable. This might be salvageable. Maybe. I don't think I'm gonna be able to without sending it flying. Maybe stasis again. Maybe if I gently tap it in the right direction. Fingers crossed. Oh, yes. 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 Most excellent. Sweet. Is there a shrine we can pray at in Zora's domain? Should be, right? That worked out. That was a little iffy, but it worked out. Octo balloons, those things are very cool. You can attach them to almost anything, and if you attach enough, you can lift the object. Oh, very pleased that worked out. But we should go see the king. Mifa, you still out there? Here's your statue.
Hi.
Hello. Are you a Hylian? No, I'm a potato. Oh, where are my manners? I'm Laflat. I'm the chief secretary for the royal family. Are you curious about this statue of Lady Mifa? Yes. You do not mind, please allow me to explain. This is a statue of the former Zora champion. Her name was Lady Mifa. She was as kind as she was beautiful. They say her ability to heal wounded soldiers was beyond compare. Good night, Prestige, C-Star. See you later. Those soldiers she healed, they are old and decrepit now, but they remember. For this reason, the elders of the domain all love Lady Mifa dearly. If you would like to know more, I suggest you try talking to one of them. Well, we will, I guess, after we speak with the king. Hey there, Jim. C-Star, you said you should. Not that you actually will. Alright, then I take it back. And I take it back. Hey there, Liquid Courage. What is he trying to do? Shock arrow. You should steal his shock arrow. Yoink. Hey! Who did it? Who stole my shock arrows? You! You're Link! Finally, I can avenge Lady Mifa. It has been 100 years since you last showed your face here. Now I, Segin, will cut you down myself. That escalated quickly. What do you mean? Playing dumb, eh? Nice try, but you cannot fool me, Champion Link. You were unable to protect Lady Mifa from Calamity Ganon. Been 100 years since we lost her. Poor Lady Mifa. How heartbreaking. I won't fail her again. Ah, of course, because you stole my shock arrow. That's why. In that case, you take the responsibility of appeasing the divine beast Varuta. Huh? Fine, maybe I will. Maybe I will. Hasgat, that Zora spear should be easy to remember because it's the shrine at the fast travel point in Zora's domain. So if we get that light scale trident and need it repaired, I don't think I'll forget that one. It's the only reason I didn't mark it. Hey, there was the shrine. There's the shrine. Let's get that heart container right now. Second salt. Yes, I'm sure. Heart container. I'd love to have more stamina, but you see, I keep getting beat down. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed your answer before, Rivali. But there's one near the throne room. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Go, bring peace to Hyrule. We'll talk to the king, then we can meet and greet some others. Reach Zora's domain. How is it the king got to be so big? Why is he like 20 times larger than any other Zora? He like one of those giant pumpkins? Just happens? It's all in the genes? Ah, you must be the Hylian that Sidon brought here, correct? You did well to come all the way here. I am King Dorephan, ruler of the Zora. That object upon your waist, is that not a Sheikah slate? Now that I've gotten a good look at you, it's all too clear who you are. You are the Hylian champion, Link. Do not tell me you've forgotten me. The Hylian champion? You can't mean the Link. That champion? So that's where I heard your name before. What a fateful coincidence that we should cross paths. I cannot believe it. The Hylian champion, Link, has appeared before us. We've met numerous times, I'll have you know. Ah, so many memories. My mind is overflowing with nostalgia, my friend. I had heard a terrible rumor that you had fallen in combat, but it appears you managed to survive. Extraordinary. Well, I've been sleeping, and I lost my memory. Come again? Say you've lost your memory? Don't make me say it twice. But surely you must remember my precious daughter, Mifa, yes? You do you not? Mifa who? I cannot believe it. Have you truly forgotten my dear Mifa as well? You and Mifa were so close, yet you do not remember her? Young hero, please look upon the beauty of Zora's domain. Do you see that statue? Does gazing upon Mifa's immortalized form still not jog your memory? Well, perhaps your memory will return in time. I dearly hope so. Father, I do not believe discussing my sister is helping matters at the moment. Link seems confused. Oh, yes, of course. But first, it is worth noting how remarkable it is that Sidon brought a champion here without realizing it. That is quite a feat, my boy. Ha! That is a good one. Link, I doubt not that you have endured a great many trials. Still, I must ask you to hear my plea. Now then, hero, I must inform you that Zora's domain is in danger of vanishing because of divine beast Varuta. I shall do you the courtesy of speaking bluntly. We alone cannot stop this beast. Will you lend us your strength? What? King Dorephan, my liege, please do not speak so. To ask a Hylian for help, why, the very thought of it curls my fins. Muzu, I expected more of you. How can you still protest? Muzu, it's rude to speak that way to your king and his guest. Link is here because I invited him. With such unprecedented rainfall, we have no choice but to rely on the aid of a trustworthy Hylian. Have we not already discussed this and arrived at that very conclusion? He is the key to saving Zora's domain. I have no doubt in my mind. Indeed, Link is a champion through and through. As things now stand, Zora's domain, nay, perhaps all of Hyrule, is doomed to be swallowed by the sea. Thank you, Hot Wheels, for hosting. Thank you, man. This is bigger than all of us, my friend. Zora and Hylians alike must put aside our differences and band together. Have you forgotten already, my king? We cannot trust these lowly Hylians. 100 years ago, they abused the power of an ancient civilization and turned Hyrule into what it is today. Ryan. Thank you for the host, Ryan. Welcome, Ryan and friends. And that is not the least of it. It is their fault that Lady Mifa was lost to us. Link, Divine Beast Varuta has great power. It has the unique ability to create an endless supply of water. Of late, it has been mercilessly spouting water into the air. Sonic Cam Run. Sonic Cam Run. Sonic, thanks for the follow and welcome aboard. Of late, it has been mercilessly spouting water into the air. As a result, this area has been plagued by heavy rains. For us Zora, water and air are as one, though you would not think this would be quite so critical of a problem. Sadly, the rains have filled the eastern reservoir nearly to the point of flooding. If the reservoir bursts, as it soon will, I fear immense damage will befall not only Zora's domain, but also the area downstream from us. Their Hylian lives are in very grave danger. The divine beast is crying out. It's tempting to head straight there, but I think we'll save the Divine Beast for tomorrow. We're going a little bit more tonight, not a lot more, about 15 minutes. How would you feel about saving the Divine Beast for tomorrow? I don't want to rush it. I want to enjoy it. The Divine Beasts are the larger dungeons, the larger puzzles in the game. There's only 4 of those, so I think we'll save that for tomorrow. The Divine Beast, Varuta. Your princess, Zelda, often studied the divine beasts, that is, in the time before the Great Calamity. According to her research, the orbs located on Ruta's shoulders are mechanisms that control the water it generates. However, they require electricity to work. These orbs are clearly out of control now because there is no electricity coursing through to stop them. Segin, who's quite shock resistant for a Zora, hit one with a shock arrow. Sure enough, it slowed the water a bit. Unfortunately, as an aquatic race, we Zora are terribly vulnerable to the power of electricity. Perhaps because we could not safely strike it with enough electricity at once, the water soon returned to its full force. That is why I went in search of a Hylian who could help us. Link, I am certain you have already figured this out, but we need you to use shock arrows to get those orbs working properly again. I will aid you in any way I can, of course. Please, hero, I beg of you, help me stop Ruta's rampage of destruction. What? Princess Zelda herself instructed you to board the divine beast and appease it from within? So then, Princess Zelda is still alive? Yeah, she is supposed to be in Hyrule Castle. I do not believe it. She was alive this whole time, just as you were. The events of 100 years ago cannot be altered. It is true. But if we can regain control of the divine beasts, they may yet prove useful in sealing Calamity Ganon once and for all. I did not know you had such grand ambitions, Link. Wondrous! Naturally, I shall help too. Once it has stopped rampaging, you can easily climb inside it. Come, Link, let us appease Ruta together. I'm in. Let's do it. Tomorrow. Thank you, Link. Truly, we are in your debt. Our goal is the same. That means our meeting was nothing short of destiny. Now then, allow me to offer you this gift as a show of faith. Yes! One of my favorite armor sets is the Zora set, just because you can swim faster. Swim speed up, but even more so, you can swim up vertical waterfalls. As long as you wear this, you can ascend waterfalls just like a Zora. Please take good care of it. King Dorephan, surely you do not really intend to give this outsider the Zora armor? Countless generations of Zora princesses have gifted that armor to the one they've sworn to marry. Princess Mipha made that one there with her own hands. It's far too important to entrust to a shady Hylian. He may be a champion, but Mifa had no such relationship with him. So why should he receive such an honor? I don't think Muzu knows what kind of a relationship Link and Mifa had. This is just too much, my liege. I do not understand it one bit. That Muzu is not easily swayed once his mind is set. You must understand, he was in charge of educating my dear daughter, Mifa. Naturally, she means a lot to him, just as she means the world to us. Ever since we lost her to the calamity, he has grown to despise Hylians. I hope you can forgive his rudeness. But what shall we do now? I tasked Muzu with finding the shock arrows we will need to appease Varuta. But now he has rushed off in a huff. Link, do not let his words concern you. I will work this out with Muzu. I shall return shortly. Sidon, I suppose this means you're going to tell him. Link, Muzu is most likely at the square down below. Would you mind going down there? I would like you to try to speak with him. All right. So yes, we've been given that main quest. That emote not show up for anyone without Twitch Prime. I don't see it. I see the text, Kappa Egg. What type of emote is it? Or is it just not working properly? I think it is just not working properly. It would be kind of nice to have more pieces of the armor first, but not absolutely critical. We'll get to try it out here, though. Oh, this mismatched armor. Diving is beauty. Oh, you! Hi. It's me. I'm the one Prince Sidon left at the top of the tower. The name's Groove. In the end, I wasn't able to join up with Prince Sidon. Instead, I worked up some fighting spirit and jumped into the Zora River from the top of the tower. Then I came back here. I was deeply moved seeing my reflection on the water's surface as I dove in. Yes, deeply moved. It's my observation that a person's true colors shine the brightest when they dive freely into the waves. Congratulations on the new Zora armor. It is most impressive indeed. Wearing the Zora armor, even a Hylian like you can climb a waterfall and get back up here in no time at all. That said, if you don't mind me asking, would you please show me your true colors as you dive into the water? You can dive headfirst from here into the water below. It would be true beauty made flesh. Please consider. Now sometimes my brain slips a gear and I forget the dive. Do you jump off and hold it? Oh, you know what? I don't think I've ever been on this menu. Well, I'll come back up if I fail the dive. No, like that. Failed the dive. Which is the dive button? You have to be running. Nevertheless, this is what the armor does, and it takes no stamina. You just jump off. How badass is that? I'm running off. I told you, I somehow managed to screw up the dives even knowing it's just sort of a nothing. Press X at the exact right moment. There we go. I think you do have to be holding forward though. Otherwise you'll just bunny hop on the edge. You do have to push forward and jump. And usually when I dive, I don't mean to. Often when I'm trying to go off a cliff to paraglide, and I want as much height as possible. I don't even want to lose a few feet. I'll start this diving animation and have to pull out the paraglider from 10 feet lower than you want. Blinding brightness, radiant beauty. Okay, now climb the waterfall and then meet me back here. There are some chests down here. There's 2 or 3 of them maybe, but all my weapon slots are full, those slots are full. I don't think I have anything I want to ditch right now, so. Up the waterfall we go. Fantastic! Can you feel that? My soul is on fire. It's pulsating with beauty. You showed me something truly special. Thank you so much. Now then, come over here real quick. That was amazing! I saw you dive and waterfall climb with my own lucky eyes. And now those very eyes are flooded with tears of joy. Yes, I must thank you somehow. Oh, I feel emotionally ravaged after that. It's not every day I get to see a diving form as beautiful as yours, you know. I'll be looking forward to your next dive. I really will. Okay. Level are we on? Everybody bathes here. The Zora all bathe here, and they don't mind a few snails in their bathing pools. Although I don't often cook with sneaky items. I wanted to talk to this guy. We were talking about the stone tablets in the side quest, which he will give to find them all, but he will also tell you where they are if you need hints about where to go. History of the Zora, Part 7, the hero who defeated the Lionel, is what it should say. I don't want to try and read it all when it's not filled in. Time has taken its toll on this. What's wrong? Maybe they are. Maybe those are sleeping areas, not so much bathing areas. Could be. A traveler, eh? Upon this stone monument is the proud history of the Zora, as dictated by King Dorephan himself many years ago. I plan to record it all in a book, so I'm reading it again. Sounds rough. Link? Is that really you? The Hylian who stole away our Lady Mipha, and what's more, the champion who... I cannot forgive you. Not ever. Really sorry. Do you not understand the gravity of what you have done? Not only did you Hylians fail to stop Calamity Ganon 100 years ago, but you went and stole our Lady Mipha from us. I will never forgive you, awful Hylians. Not ever. I guess we won't be getting his quest for a little while. Maybe later. Well, whether it's for bathing or swimming. Take note of this guy's name. It'll come up later. Another day. Capsun. Well, it's always nice to have a visitor here. Thank you for journeying to our fair Zora's domain. Wait a moment. You're Link, the perpetrator who forced Lady Mipha to join his crusade 100 years ago, only to be destroyed by Calamity Ganon. Policy is quality. Hey. Good to see you. Blue, known as Policy. Yeah, welcome back. The hair isn't really new. It's just not tied up. Middle-aged stream, you're breaking my headcanon of Zora speaking with an Australian accent. I am sorry for that. That's That's pretty funny. As though I could ever forget that face. You should know that the elderly here who loved Lady Mifa still remember. They still resent you. I, however, resent the deed and not the person. I always believe in allowing the mistakes of the past to wash away. Link, I've retired from my role as a priest. I'm now living my life free from the material concerns of this world. However, ever since I retired, each day is more boring than the last. Spending day after day in idleness, only to pass from this world soon. Link, as I'm sure you are well aware, the afterlife lays claim to all. We never know when it will beckon. If during your travels you meet any engaged couples, I would like you to introduce them to me. Joining two souls is a true honor, one I shall stake my life on. Just one more wedding, and I shall be fulfilled. We'll remember him later. We will perhaps need his services. So, I know the stream uptime shows it's about 3 hours, 20 minutes, but we had some stream drops before. So we are at 4 hours here, and before getting involved in anything else that's going to take a little while or just demand full attention, I want to wrap up for the day. And I know that's short. 4 hours is a short stream here still. But we're going to have maybe another week of 4-hour streams before I bump it to 5. I think. I will probably do 4-hour streams next week as well. But we'll worry about next week. For now, we've got this stream today. We're wrapping up. We've got a 4-hour stream tomorrow. And we'll do another 4 hours on Saturday. And maybe if I'm feeling punchy, we'll nudge it to 5. But as I slowly heal, I have to be extra patient and extra firm with the boundaries I've set up. Thank you, Mifa. Thank you all for joining me here today. I had a really good time. I do wish they could be longer. It seems to take an hour or two each day before I really get into things. So by the time I'm getting into things, we're closing in on the end of a stream. But thank you all for the excellent company. Middle-aged stream, I'm glad you did. Thanks for popping in. Wombat, Doc Henson, Mifa, Policy, Rivali, Seastar. Everyone lurking out there, thank you for a very good time today. I hope you had a good time today. We will pick back up tomorrow. See how this list is doing. Cade1, Mifa, Mankey, and Sonic. Thank you all for the follows. Welcome aboard the Starship. Glad to have you here. Cheers, Hazcat. Cheers to you and yours. Shadow Dragon. Cheers and good night. I'll see you all on the other side. We'll find someone to jump in on. But for now, I'll bid you farewell. See you tomorrow.